welcome everybody to this episode of the Digital Dialogues. I am Kanchi Shah, General Manager for Content and Strategy at CXO Digital Pulse, and it's a pleasure to welcome all of you on this exciting one where we are going to look into how exactly can you be compliant with cybersecurity laws right here. Ladies and gentlemen, to do this, I have me two eminent personalities who are going to be in this conversation and give us all those amazing gems of insight. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Pavan Duggal, advocate for the Supreme Court of India and also the chairman for the International Commission of Cybersecurity Law. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure to be here.
And I'd also like you to join me in welcoming Mr. Saurabh Kumar, the managing partner for SK Authorities. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. I'm here.
So in this brilliant conversation, I would like to dive in right away. We've seen organizations who have been obviously on both sides of the fence, compliant, non-compliant, and somewhere in between on their journey to actually following everything that's laid down in the book of law. And there must be some exciting examples about how they have been way off the charter and what exactly happened in terms of damages that these organizations have to face. I would just like to pick your brain on some of those examples that come to the fore in terms of how organizations in the past have possibly been on the side of non-compliance and what would they have done?
Well, in India, the problem is that proactive compliance is still a rare commodity. And most of the Indian companies prefer to be in a reactive mode. Also, when it comes to compliance with law. Actually speaking, the Indian geographical management is so dramatically effective that almost every company believes that they can manage the things. That's the reason most of the time they don't end up complying, or their compliances are either half-hearted or not up to the part. Without realizing that in the electronic ecosystem, non-compliance is a much more serious issue. Why? Because you are now supposed to comply electronically. And so do not comply and later try to force records. You actually commit forgery under the law, which is a very serious offense, punishable with 7 years imprisonment and fine. So clearly, I think I've seen so many of these cases where the clients come to us, they take advice, I advise them, please report with your compliances, but they choose only to take advice and not act thereafter, thinking that they will cost a bit of revenues. Now sometimes they are lucky and nothing happens, but I've also seen cases where organizations are not lucky and they get stuck in a very with significant legal exposure, both similar to those. So the learning is very clear. The time is now gone when you are just want to push it under the carpet. The time has come when now you have to do proactive compliances. And now with the IT Directions 2022 already in place, mandatory reporting of cybersecurity breaches within 6 hours is the de facto norm. Your non-reporting makes it an offense, punishable with the imprisonment and fine. And now with the new compliances coming in under the Digital Personal Data Protection Bill 2023, I think the decks are not cleared, but companies will have to realize that if they don't comply proactively, they could potentially be facing a fine up to 250 crore rupees, which is a huge amount of money to wipe out large number of small and medium-sized undertakings. So I hope this is now going to be a new correction of compliance with the reorganizations in India.
That's actually very brilliant and very succinct people. Thank you very much, Mr. Duggal. Mr. Saurabh, your take on it.
So see, well, during COVID, there was a lot of exposure on working from home, right? So if in a company, if I'm going to my office and working from my office, there may be things are placed in there where there's very limited or very minimal chances of data leakage. But when around COVID, when this scenario changed working from home, and no matter how much compliance and how much data protection or privacy you have, then still there are a lot of scopes for data leakage.
Yeah.
And in one of my incident, I handled a case where an employee was terminated from the company, and just to take revenge, he had taken a lot of photo on his mobile from his computer. And once he was asked to leave, he posted all those data of our clients' UK things, personal data, including medical history and other things, on Twitter. and marking the client's client. Okay. It was a big breach, and in Twitter he mentioned that he has out 27,000 documents of our clients, and it was a panic situation. We went and see IT Act doesn't have too much provision to stop them.
Yeah.
So it becomes a very challenging position. And I was in Mumbai. I remember I was in Mumbai, and I had to travel to Mohali for this matter. And immediately we went to cyber law. We lodged the complaint. Lodging a complaint doesn't give right to police or anybody to investigate. There has to be an FIR to bring into motion the entire criminal procedure. So it was a very big challenge for us, and giving answer to our clients' play. Because they were sitting in UK and they were like pressurizing us to take all the possible legal action, and as Duggal would say, taking legal action on the spot is very difficult. So then we went for FIR, then we went to court, we went for injunction that he should not misuse. Initially he agreed to support us in injunction application also, but later on he denied. So then we requested the local police, cyber police, and we requested to get all his laptop, iPad, his family iPad. Because I don't know where was the data would have been leaked already. So then it becomes and there's an impact all you have to quantify that, like right now they're getting 250 crore fine. In the UK it's already there. So we had a larger exposure through our PNI side or conversion side in the UK. So we did whatever best. FIR was done, registered. He was arrested. He was behind the bar for 6 months. But obviously, initial reputational damage. And the client of UK also stopped our operation in India. So imagine my client had around 250 people for that particular information. And in one day, that entire process had gone from the client. So 250 people were unemployed. Because for us as a company also, it would not be very easy to run 250 people without having a proper commitment from any third party or any client. So these are the things that now I think with deterrent and with experience, we all are the data privacy and all these are very new or young words. Legislation in India. So we are also learning, companies are also learning, experts like Duggal and us. We always advise clients to put their checks and balances. But obviously, I would not say that it's 100% proof free, and so there would be chance where there could be written, and it has to be looked into from case.
Absolutely. Well, I couldn't agree more. And then that actually brings me to my next question, which I want to ask you about. Is that do you think that the cyber laws or privacy laws in India are too literal of what they are in other countries, or do we need to be looked at some of these laws and regulations?
We as a nation were pretty much early movers as far as cyber law was concerned. However, the fact remains is that the Indian cyber law is 23 years old. We enacted it in the year 2000, and we were only able to amend it once in 2008. Since then, there's been a massive advancement in technology. Social media has become simply mainstream of our lives. But new kinds of cyber crimes are devised, but the law has not been amended. So the time has definitely come that we need to go ahead and amend this law to make it in sync with the times. Also, the government is pretty much committed to come up with new legal frameworks on promoting the digital India concept as a nation. So therefore, India is already working on the Digital India Act, which could be coming in. We already have the draft Personal Digital Data Protection Bill 2023, which has been laid before Parliament. And we are also talking about a national strategy on cybersecurity. So India is definitely on the move. India is alive to the fact that because technology is changing so rapidly, you will have to keep on amending your old laws. You'll have to come out with more new enabling legal frameworks that can actually address the emerging challenges of technology. So I can't say that I can definitely say when we started, our cyber law was one of the best. Primarily because we were relying upon the unity in what we law on electronic commerce. But over a period of time, as now new technologies have come in, the time has come for us to end the same, to make it more topical, more relevant, and also supplement it with other legislations, whether it's on cybersecurity, whether it's on data protection, or whether it's on privacy as a whole.
Fantastic. And that's a very brilliant view of how things should be and where we could be moving the needle. To that my next question to both of you, if you can take turns answering this, is that what can industry or organizations do to contribute to regulatory frameworks and certain policies so that we're not policed or just laws?
I think to begin with, the industry can actually catch hold of the self-regulatory mechanism paradigm. Because if you are as an industry able to self-regulate, you are effectively giving a message to the government, sir, there's no need for you to come. And the government is also satisfied that because the industry standards and parameters are being actually managed by industry veterans and industry top leaders, at least there's going to be semblance of order. And I think that's the best way forward. Right now, to give you an example, artificial intelligence has already become a mainstream of our lives. Using ChatGPT. But right now, there's no industry self-regulation. If you don't have that, the government actually gets a ground for you to come in and regulate. And technology always, is in a direction where if the government doesn't come in early, it's better for technology and it's better for technology users. Why? Because the moment government comes in with more regulation, the growth and the onslaught of technology starts getting impacted. So therefore, the time has come that more self-regulation needs to be adopted in various sectors. Yes, in technologies like artificial intelligence, which are now beginning to become existential in nature, because artificial intelligence is expected to supersede our intelligence for the next few years. There, I think appropriate regulation may come in. But by coming up with the robust mechanisms of self-regulation, which have also been endorsed by the government under the IT rules 2021, I think that could be a great starting point for the industry to give a message, surge and mature. We are ready, we are self-regulating, so we don't really require governmental regulation.
That's quite fantastic.
So in addition to what Pavan Duggal has said, for me, because I work with them on ground and trying to. So most important thing, according to me, is immediate reporting of any data. There's a lot of company do not do it right now, maybe because of the legal provision or they don't know about it, so that they have to go to the industry and get it also. So important is timely reporting on this, so that whatever data has been released can take in control of, and there are mechanisms where it should go on right time with the right authorities. And this has been a challenge for a lot of corporates. They do not interact with the other side of the law, investigators at all. And recently, I brought name the company, but we recently did a data privacy week in Mumbai for all the large Indian company. And we invited DCP Cybersecurity to have a discussion with our employees, other stakeholders. CEO was there, legal end was there, CFO was there. So we had a good dialogue with them, and then that makes you more on a friendly side with the authority that immediately you can go in and they try to. So stopping of any data breach or anything, any crime happening overall, like, is very, very crucial according to my personal experience. Yeah.
Brilliant. But that was a lovely conversation. Thank you very much, both of you, for spending time with us and sharing those amazing insights with the audience. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to pick your brains on this. With that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time today. Thank you to both Mr. Pavan Duggal and Ms. Saurabh Kumar for the contribution to this session and being with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you for bringing us here.
Signing off from the Digital Dialogue, ladies and gentlemen, and looking forward to seeing you at the next episode. Thank you.